Hi, I'm Mary Beth from BC, and thanks to Upaya Natural for the Peruvian Brazil nuts, I'm about to make a Fiesta raw curried Brazil nut cheese ball. There are 2 cups of Brazil nuts, or you can mix up your nuts, whatever you like. There is enough water to cover your nuts once they go into the blender. We have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. We have sea salt. We're going to use a half teaspoon of sea salt, and we're going to use a half to 1 teaspoon of a probiotic. And these are all going to be placed into my blender, and I'm going to blend them up. Now, there are all the ingredients in the blender, and I'm going to blend this up, and then I'll show you what the next step is. Now, there's our stuff that's all blended up. Now, the next step, what we're going to do, and this takes several days. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put it into a nut milk bag, and we're going to let it drip for 2 or 3 days. I've already got one here so that I can carry on with it, and now this is my cheese that's in this bag, and it's sitting in a plastic strainer over a basin so it can drip, and it's been working there now for a couple of days. So the next step that I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this out of here, and I'm going to mix some other ingredients in with it. So I will be right back. Now, this is our cheese after it has fermented for a couple of days. And to this mixture now, we are going to mix a half a cup of mango chutney, which is raw. I made myself. I will post the recipe along with this. Then we have 2 teaspoons of curry powder, which again, using the spices that I can get from Upaya Natural. And we're using a half a teaspoon of dry mustard. Now we're going to add these 3 ingredients to our cheese and really mix it up well. Now there we are with all those last 3 ingredients added to it. So now the next step is to take a nice deep bowl, and I've lined mine with saran wrap, and I'm going to put this cheese mixture into this and pat it all down nicely, and it will be refrigerated overnight before we move on to the next step. I just switched bowls. That other one that I had was a little bit too big because I don't want it wide, I want it deep more than anything else. The other reason that we put this in the refrigerator is to get the spices to melt and to firm up the cheese. So this will go in the refrigerator, and then we'll move on to the next step. Well, now we're on to our final stage of our cheese ball. Unfortunately, mine is a little loose today, and it's not as domed as I had hoped. And now what I'm going to do is, you can see I've started to put almonds around it, and I'm going to cover this all with almonds. It's much nicer though because it's deeper, and I am having the Christmas raw potluck here tonight, so it's going to have to work even if it's slightly loose. So I will finish putting the almonds on, and you can have a look. Now, doesn't that look lovely? The next step is in that area in the center that doesn't have the almonds on it, we will put another half a cup of the mango chutney in there. Voila! There we are with our chutney in the center. I recommend that you have more chutney on hand because it's very popular with this cheese. You can serve it with your raw crackers that you make. You can serve it with fresh vegetables. It's your choice. Enjoy.